Got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that in this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And that one makes it 14-7. Kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how.
He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Into the first quarter with the score Vikings 21.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones, the ball.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And
so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. The give is to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Evans has it left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback. Taking it in. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Allen. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Jefferson.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
And 11.
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards.
Okay, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
To throw again. Allen. Wilson's got it complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll dump this off to Cook. brought down at the 48-yard line. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for this. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All time.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And 6.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it will be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Godwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker travel on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, this is Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And quickly to Thielen here. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the shotgun snap to Allen. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Right, look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This should be called about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Rohrwald.
From 13 yards out. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Richie James on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Complete.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 30, 10, 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
First and
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive. And all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down now. It's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Mike Hughes.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. You call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 4, a little under 50 seconds to go. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 13 yards remaining on second down. Again, it's Jones.